What's up? Hope everybody can hear me. This is my first stream, and I'm nervous, and I hope that y'all enjoy it and get something out of it. Oh man, I'm nervous. Um, if y'all seen this live or y'all have on replay, it's greatly appreciated, and I thank y'all for joining. The first thing I would like to say is today's title of this live is Faith, Mental Health in My Journey. Now, first and foremost, I want to say why I started my YouTube channel. And by the way, my name is Shantae. And I did it because, first of all, I want to help people in mental health and faith that you can go through situations and you can ask for help. You can get help through faith, medication, therapy. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you weak. So that's one of the reasons why that I did it. The second is, especially during this live stream, is I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I'm not, I'm I should say a shy person, but I thought that maybe if I talk in a video, I would get out of that shyness. I'm still shy, but it's okay. I'm doing this and I'm glad that I am. What I want to talk about in what else is the reason why I started my YouTube channel. I had it in my mind, but I drew a blank. It'll probably come to me back in a little bit during the stream, but those two reasons right now is the main reason why I started it. What I want to discuss today is a personal story, one of the personal stories, and I might put this up on my channel. Actually, I most likely will put it on my channel. And that is how I let my addiction to alcohol and drugs, I'm not going to name anything specific, but I did a lot of them, was the reason, well, that I use it for self-medication instead of using medication to help with my mental illness. You see, I was diagnosed with bipolar 1. Also was diagnosed with depression. I know it's crazy that because bipolar disorder has depression in it, but I was both of them. So I was diagnosed with PTSD and anxiety, and that was it. So before I found all this out, I knew I had depression and bipolar disorder. I already knew that, but Was I taking medication for it? Yes, but it wasn't working. So I said, well, since it's not working, I'm not going to take it, really. I'm just going to go do me. So I started to dabble in substances and drinking alcohol regularly. So I found I was having fun with it, and I was not being myself, but I was talking, talking to people, interacting with people, becoming friends with people, and I would do things that I wasn't supposed to do. So I was making a lot of friends, but me making a lot of friends at that time wasn't who I normally was. The songs made me be more interactive. I'm a, I was a introvert extrovert at that time, but then once I got off of got off of that, I became an introvert. But let me get back to the story. So I continued to use, and I would use before work. I would use before going to school. I would use before doing anything because I didn't want to deal. Then one day, something happened, and I had lost my job. Now, fast forward to 2022. No, 2000. It was 2014. I lost my job because of it. I had stopped drinking for a while because that was the cause of me losing my job. So I had stopped, and plus I wasn't taking my medication, and I was taking my medication, better yet, and I was drinking it, and so it took away the effects of what my medication was supposed to do. So I stopped, and then I went back again to drinking, but not you. But then I quit again, and I stopped completely. But here where the faith comes in on that part, on that time, is when I asked my cousin, why was I feeling the way that I was feeling? Why couldn't I stop? Why did I relapse like I did? And he said, you need to get reconnected with God. And it clicked in my head. A light bulb went off. Bing! That was I needed. So he gave me the sinner's prayer to pray. At first, I didn't know what it was until he told me what it was. And I did it. I got on my knees. I prayed, went into my room, got on my knees, prayed, cried. And then he gave me scriptures to read. And to this day, I still do it. But there was a point in my life in 2022 where I felt like my faith, I stopped believing. And I felt so destroyed. and I started back. I stopped my medication, and that was because I couldn't find a therapist because my other one had the, the, the director of the one that I was at kicked me out because they accused me of self-medicating with my with one of my medicines that helped me get the state off opiate or opioids, and which is basically pain medications. And I wasn't I wasn't using too much. I was using the amount that I was supposed to, but I couldn't convince them. So I said whatever. And then plus with me almost relapsing on alcohol by letting it go into my mouth and not swallowing it, but making it playing with fire. You might as well say I play with fire. And so I didn't have nobody to get my medication from for my mental health. And I started feeling hopeless. I started feeling depressed, anxious, like, why am I here? Everybody better off. That was my feelings. I'm a burden. I'm a disappointment. All the negative, all the negative thoughts was in my head, and they were counting my judgment. Then one day, I was texting my cousin, and I told him what I was feeling, and that I was just ready to go. And he told me, asked me why I wanted to do that. You know, everybody got a lot of people that love you. You do something like that. Is it's gonna upset everybody, and don't do it. He said get reconnected back with God. And at the time, he said that I was thinking that I lost all my faith in God because if he loved me like he said he did, why am I feeling this way? But I know now that God do love me. He's there for me. He's there for us. He's there to pick us up when we are weak. That what makes him strong. He's there for us through everything, good or bad. He's not afraid of our pain. And so I went back and I was and I used like get back on your medication. So I said and I basically didn't know who to call. But then there was just one I said, you know what, let me go through the phone book or let me go online and see what kind of therapy they got in my area. So I found one, and I said, you know what? I said this probably be good. Let me check their website, see what they do. And I did that, and I said, okay, let me call to see if if I can get an appointment. I called, and they were like, we can set you up right now. Can you come in at this time? today. And I said, okay. And I said, yes, I can come. So I went in and I talked to somebody and they gave me a whole bunch of questions and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, cool. And they gave me my appointment. Then I seen that. And it was a great visit. I'm now still with them and they are amazing. I will shout them out, but I don't want to reveal where I'm at. So I hope that's okay. No party, okay. The next day, I got notes, so I'm looking all. I'm looking at my notes. I like to say that mental health and faith can go hand in hand. It can help a lot. You don't have to have one or the other. You can have both. I have both, and I'm glad for it because there were parts of me that was missing, and my faith is one part that was missing in me because I thought that because I had a mental illness or my mental health was not 100%. I thought that I could have had my faith. I don't know why, but that's how I felt. My balance with mental health professionals and faith is that it's a perfect balance. I pray, I meditate, I read the Bible, I talk, I have prayer and conversation with God is the same thing. I was about to say, have a conversation with God, but praying is having a conversation. Uh, I stopped going to church. I don't know why, but I did. I may go back. But better yet, the reason why did I stop going was because I was afraid. And I shouldn't be afraid because like it says, I believe in Second Timothy verse 1, chapter 1, verse 7. I think that God does not give us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and a sound mind. But I become afraid of things when I shouldn't. But one day I made as you conquer my fear and go back again. What I wish people would understand about me is that I'm human. I'm not a robot. I have emotions. I have feelings. And that I struggle. And I'm not perfect. But I also got to say to myself also that I'm not perfect because I try to be perfect. And when I fail at it, I beat myself up. And I know I shouldn't, but I do. And it's the worst feeling ever to beat yourself up for something that it's not really possible. The only person that's perfect is God. and He died for us. He died for us. What I also want you to understand about having faith in mental challenges is that it's it's a struggle sometimes. Sometimes it's a struggle because you want to do right, but unfortunately things goes wrong. But it's how you live and learn from them and how you pick yourself up. It's like, are you going to stay down because of it, or are you going to get up and keep moving? That's what, I'm sorry if I'm rambling on, and maybe my talk is not up to par with people, but just how I feel. And this is, and like I said, this is my first stream, so I don't know. Is I'm actually right now struggling. I was even scared to come on live stream right now because I didn't know what to expect. But I'm doing it, and I'm proud of myself, regardless. What showed me to self-medicate was the fact that I thought that it was helping me more than my medication was. It gave me confidence. It gave me a boost. But then I realized that was only temporary. And I was back to the same way that I was before I started taking it. And that it was making me worse. So I had to get right. It made my depression worse. It made my bipolar disorder worse. It made my anxiety worse. It made everything worse. To that point, you just don't want to feel anymore. But I'm glad I didn't do what I did. I didn't succeed in what I did. And I'm here to talk about it. I had so many rock bottoms that's not even funny. From losing my job to losing myself. It was a lot of things that sometimes I'm not comfortable talking about yet, but I will soon. I'm glad for my proper treatment because now I feel sort of better. I feel good, but I wish I feel great. But I know I will soon. Sorry again, I'm over here reading what I wrote. Did Did they motivate me to to see proper care? Mm, yes and no. And the reason why I say that is because I was already seeking. No, I wasn't. I was kind of seeking care, but not on a daily basis. But my faith did have me think about it, if that makes sense. My medication did help me sort of could reconnect with my faith. Because once I got back on my medicine, I started to pray. I started to read the Bible. Today, right now, I read the Bible and pray, but sometimes I get sidetracked. I also meditate to help me. And I like it. It's helpful. To y'all, I want to say that this is not, this isn't about choosing faith and mental health or medication. It's about that you can actually have both and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. Um, I'm grateful for, if you have anything to share, please comment or any questions, and I'll be sure to reach out to y'all through my reply. I'm going to end the stream, and I'm glad y'all had a chance to listen to it. If y'all like this, oh, my next video will be this Saturday, and it's called "They snitched on me over weed," and then I will have another one next Saturday, hopefully. And I hope that y'all will watch my videos in my shorts. And I have other videos too, so I hope y'all will take the time out to watch them. And, uh, and also subscribe to this channel for more live stream, more videos, more shorts, whatever the case may be. And as always, this is Shantae signing out. Peace.